everybody. This unit we're going to be talking about why is physical fitness so important and how it is so important to you in your daily living. Hopefully you've created your goal. If you haven't, pause, create your goal, what you want for this course so that you can see and achieve throughout this semester, okay? Now you may have heard the phrase a healthy body, healthy mind and thought that it's just one of those grown-up sayings, my mom's just trying to get me to eat right. That's actually not the case. It actually has a lot of truth to it. Your physical condition can affect your mental well-being. When you exercise, an area of your brain called the pituitary gland, and you'll see that in the picture right there. But that pituitary gland, it releases chemicals into your bloodstream when you are exercising. And those chemicals are called endorphins. They act as kind of a natural painkiller. But endorphins, they also act to reduce stress and they provide a sense of exhilaration. That's why, I don't know if you've ever heard the term a runner's high. It's because a lot of runners that get going, they experience this high. It's these chemicals, it's the endorphins that are being pumped through their body, through their bloodstream, that they get this high, and it does offer exhilaration. So it's a great way to feel good and to eliminate stress. Not only does your mind benefit, but so does the rest of your body from an active way of life. Regular exercise, it's going to make your heart stronger so that you're more efficiently working as a whole unit. Think of your heart kind of like an engine. If you're treating it right, if you're giving it what it needs and it's running efficiently, it's going to run for a long time. Now your heart, as you exercise, it gets stronger. And so if it gets stronger, that means it's not needing to be used as much, and so it's not working as hard. If it's not working as hard and not being used as much, it's going to last a lot longer. So exercising is a great benefit because your heart lasts longer, so does your body. And it strengthens your heart, your muscles, everything. It's a great exercise, and it's a great tool for healthy living. When you work out regularly, you build muscles and that burns fat. Muscle cells are very efficient. They actually consume energy in the form of food as you eat. And then fat cells, they just sit there and they add weight to your body that you have to carry around. So muscle's great. It burns fat and it's efficient with your metabolism and more. Exercise combined with a proper diet also lowers blood pressure and bad cholesterol levels in your body while raising good cholesterol levels. Right now, you're saying, Mrs. Well, I don't really need to worry about that, and you don't right now because you're young. But what you do today will affect your future, so you're never too early to start good habits that can last you a lifetime. Now let's go back to that mental aspect that we talked about. It's good for the body and the mind. Your body does affect the way you feel about yourself. Imagine that you're looking in a mirror and you see this flabby, sagging couch potato. Then picture a fit, limber, well-toned body staring back at you. Which would you feel better about? You'd feel better about the one that feels fit, right? An active way of life can give you that second option. You will go through the day with a brighter mood and a healthier sense of self-esteem. It will give you confidence. It will help you in schoolwork, outside activities, with your interactions with friends and family. It really does affect every aspect of your life. Even if you look in the mirror and it's not exactly what you want, exercising alone is going to make you feel better. And I know this because I've had 3 children, I've gained the weight, and just exercising alone, even though my body isn't probably what I want it to be, I feel so much better. And even looking in the mirror, I think I look better too. And so it is very good, mental, physical. Get out, get moving, get active. It does make a huge difference. Now before you get into your workouts, there's a few things that you need to know and do with every workout, and one of them is a warm-up. A warm-up is warming up your muscles, getting those tissues moving. You don't need any special clothing or equipment. Pretty much you go for a brisk walk or a jog, something for about 10 minutes where you kind of break a sweat, you're starting to breathe heavy, get those muscles nice and warm before you work out. Once your muscles have been warmed, then you can prepare them to get exercised. And it's really important that you warm up to prevent injury and continue a long-term exercise. Once your muscles are warm, then at that point you can stretch. Stretching is great for the body. Make sure that you do stretch all your muscle groups, including your legs, arms, and back. Even if you're just running, you still need to stretch all muscle groups, arms, and everything. It's very important because you're using muscles that you don't know and that you don't realize when you're working out. No matter what type of exercise you have planned, it is always good to stretch. Every muscle group, get those major muscle groups for sure. Regular stretching increases overall flexibility and strengthens the tendons and ligaments in your joints. So it's not even flexibility, it's also strengthening, which is a great way to stay healthy and to prevent injury. Regular flexibility will also keep you limber throughout your lifetime, and you'll see as you age that you stiffen up a little bit more and you're not as flexible, but keeping a good stretching routine will prevent that. And here's a few pointers when you're stretching. Always warm up before with a walk or a jog, like what we talked about. Make sure you warm those muscles up before you start stretching them. Never bounce them up and down. Stretch your muscles smoothly and evenly. So nice slow stretch. You should relax your body and your mind. Don't tense up or hold your breath. Make sure that you're breathing through your stretches. And then do multiple repetitions of each stretch. Hold it for 10 to 30 seconds. Let go and do it again. So make sure you're getting those reps in. And be aware that stretching does cause mild discomfort at first, and it will get less and less as you go, but it should never ever create major pain. If it does, you need to stop because you're either doing the technique wrong or your muscles are not sufficiently warmed up to where they need to be stretched yet. So just be aware of those few pointers. Now, after you've exercised, so you've got your warm up in, you've stretched, you've got your exercise done, now is a cooling down stage. And it's very important that you cool down. It's just as important as the warm up because when you work out, there's a substance called lactic acid that goes into your bloodstream. And if you stop all of a sudden, the lactic acid that builds up in your muscles, they can cause painful cramps. Now, cooling down brings your blood circulation slowly back to its normal levels and removes that lactic acid. It also evenly redistributes the blood supply from the muscles you targeted to your heart and brain so that you don't get dizzy. Now, you don't have to learn a new exercise or techniques to cool down. It's the exact same thing as a warm-up. You just slow down your exercise to a walk or a jog, depending how intense you've been going. Pretty much just don't sit and stop. Then after you've cooled down for a little bit, you want to keep your muscles a little bit warm by stretching them back out. Stretching will relax your muscles and that will help them return to a normal state. Now that you've figured out the warm up and the cool down and what's needed and why it's so important to exercise, go and implement it into your daily, weekly routines.